second to reflect on your reflection in the mirror looking back at you. Take a moment to forget what you've been told and just remember what your heart says too. Reconsider that your mind is so much bigger and the picture's never been more clear, no. And when your spirit feels like it's disappearing, well, I hope that you can hear it saying, baby, change is coming. Got peace and love in the oven. Just mix that in what's in the money. We're free like the 4th of July. Till darkness keep on running. The clouds will part and let the sun in. Open your heart and let someone in. It's easy like apple pie.
Ooh, where to begin? Where to begin? First of all, I guess hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so. So go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. You can give it a thumbs up at the end of the video, or you can give it now. But I would appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It's really hot out here. I was gonna do my video out here, but it's really hot. Haven't decided. I might move to the shade. But yeah. Okay, so I moved to the shade, you guys, because it got really hot, and I don't really know, like, how well this is gonna, like, film, but whatever, we're gonna try it. So today's video is kind of, like, important, in a sense, I suppose. I got, like, a lot of requests to do one, so kind of, like, doing it, I don't know, it's just weird. So let's do this. Also, at the beginning of the video, the intro song was I believe it was called Apple Pie, and it is on Todrick Hall's new album Forbidden. So I will put a link in the description down below so you can check that out. But yeah, so yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. So recently, for some reason, my YouTube has been, like, popping up with, like, gender formalities and non-formalities and all that good stuff. Pretty much just, like, gender in general. So I figured I would talk about that. If you haven't noticed, my name's Brian. My sexuality is gay. My gender is male at birth, but I am non-binary or gender fluid. Don't really have, like, I have my own kind of style. I do what I want, basically. I'm me. Just like you or you, and everybody is everybody. First thing to talk about is basically for, like, oh, that's no. Basically for, like, trans guys, I believe, is the hair. So basically the hair and of course the clothing is probably is like the two things that you need in order to, like, pass or whatever. So pretty much it's like the type of haircut you have makes you look more masculine or more feminine type of thing. So yeah, that's the first thing. And then of course your clothing, like, obviously you're gonna wear guys' clothing because you're a guy. So that's obviously how that works. Now with the female side of that, it's kind of different because you gotta, first of all, your facial features. I don't know if you notice this, but women have a different type of. I'm fat, so you can't really tell what I'm trying to show you, but it's like the jawline is different, and then of course the you don't know how to drive, and then of course, like, your voice has to be different, and then your hair has to be different, and So yeah, those are pretty much, like, the longer the hair. I mean, if you're a trans woman, you can have short hair and still pass. But it's mainly like the hair, the makeup, the voice, the clothing, everything. So it has like a lot of work. You got to put in a lot of work for it. You have to put in a lot of work to be somebody that you already know you are. If you get what I'm saying. And so that's done and out of the way. Hope you understood what I was saying there. The next thing is society. Obviously we've like came a long way. We've like come a long way. Believe it or not. But we're still getting there. We're still fighting, and it's gonna be like a never-ending war, in my opinion. But thing with society is society has you set out to think that there is this right and wrong, and you can only be one thing, you can't be this, you can't be that, but that's not true. If you believe in your heart that you're this or you're that, then that's what you are. Don't let society bring you down. I think the ratio is like over half of the transgender community have tried to commit suicide. And that's only tried. Now, we're not talking about how many that have actually succeeded. And it's sad because of what society has been teaching people, been planting in people's brains. And it mostly happens with the younger ones. So this video is pretty much for like all ages, but it's mainly focusing for like the younger generation. Because growing up is hard to begin with, but growing up knowing you're different is also hard. And everybody and anybody is going to tell you that you're different. Like, once you show one single sign that you're different, everybody's going to point it out. Everybody's going to let you know that you're different. And honestly, it's sad. Like, it annoys me when you hear about people going into clubs shooting them up, or people killing people and all this other stuff. It's ridiculous. It's sad to think that people have stooped that low. And yeah, but we can rise. We're rising, not falling, just so you know. But with the younger generation, I feel like they have to have a good support system. They have to know that people out there are the same as them, and they're not the only ones. And I feel like parents are something that need to be there for their children, need to show support, need to show understanding. And sad but true, but some of these kids, they don't have the support. They don't have the love and compassion shown. Like, once they get into their teen years and they actually start showing and noticing that they're not what they were born as, their parents will deny them, their parents will kick them out. They'll be homeless. And it's sad. But nowadays, I feel like some parents are like there for their children and are supporting. And I think there's like a couple of YouTubers that I watch that are actually in the trans community that are like 16 to like I think they're 16 to 18. But they have like full support from their family, their friends, everybody. everything. And that's good. That's great. I'm all for that. Like, I'm all for the whole parents supporting the children thing. But some people don't have that luxury of having support, or having friends, or having family that understand what, you know, like some say it's a phase, or it's a passing phase. And it's not. It's not a phase. It's who they are. It's who you are. I don't know how many times a day I get called a female because I am not masculine enough. I am not man enough to pass as a man. So they say he, or they say she, her, you know. Some days it bugs me, some days it don't. Like, I'm just now, like, just used to the fact. So, not really. I don't stress about it as much anymore. Like, I used to be like, I used to correct them and be like, he, but now, don't care. And, like, if I'm, like, with a group of people, or if I'm, like, with somebody, and, like, we go into a store, and they're like, hey, ladies, or whatever, like, that person will laugh as if it's a joke. And it's not a joke. The person that said, hey, ladies, actually believes in their mind that I'm a female. So, I kind of see where people are coming from, and I kind of understand where people are coming from with people getting their gender wrong. Yes, there is two sexes. Okay, there's the vagina and there's the penis. Those are the two sexes. But gender is something you feel, is something that you are, is physical, is a mindset, is inside your heart, is something that is there. It's something that is you and has always been you. But yeah, don't conform to society's ways. Don't let them tell you that you can't be somebody because it's not right, or that you can't be somebody because it's against nature or it's against physics. Be who you want to be. And hopefully you have the support and you have the love of friends and family. Because you'll need it along the way. You'll need the support. But if you don't, know that I support you and 10 millions of other people will support you. So if you have any questions at all, any questions, you can always message me on my Instagram, on my Facebook. You can send me a tweet on Twitter, or you can comment down below and I will reply. I don't know how many people this is going to reach. I don't think that anybody has really watched my videos, but this is a serious matter, and things have got to change. People can't just be judging people just because they want to. People can't just be saying names just because they want to. People can't just be going around being vindictive just because they want to. The mail came. I just didn't get up and get it because I'm doing a video. I haven't seen anybody drive down there yet. Sorry about that. Anyway, as I was saying, people just are rude to be rude these days, and people are mean just to be mean, and it's gotta change. We gotta stand up. We gotta fight. For the young generation, for this generation, for the next generations, and the next generations, and the next generation. We gotta fight. We gotta stand up. We gotta do what is right. But like I said, if you don't have any support, know that I support you. Know that millions of people support you. Everybody supports you. And like I said, if you have any questions at all, send me a tweet. Message me on Instagram. Message me on here. Message me on Facebook. I don't care. I don't care what time of day it is. I don't care what the situation is. If you have a problem, if you feel depressed, if you need to talk to somebody, I'm here. just know that we are here for you. That's the end of this video. Please like and subscribe. And just remember all those things that I said. Y'all have a good day.